Hey guys, welcome back to Vince Fail Custom. So today I'm sharing with you a Sideshow premium format black Spider-Man statue that has been customized and repainted. Now you may be asking, what's the custom work on him? What was really done? Well, when you get this statue, it's more of a black with a blue kind of like texturized sculpt, and it's kind of like it's showing like he's got the symbiote on, but he's still in his classic uniform. Now this is why I like the hobby. Someone contacted me and they said what they wanted to do was they wanted to tweak out his eyes and they wanted to sand down all that texture because they wanted to keep it more of when he had the black outfit on, but it was more of like a spandex outfit than the symbiote. And I was kind of interested in it. I said, yeah, let's kind of do that. I think it might be fun because I really wanted to see this statue in person and kind of work on it. And it's really, and after I'm done with it, I like it a lot now. I really feel that this kind of represents that when Spider-Man lost the symbiote outfit, but he went back to the black outfit and he just had like a spandex outfit. This is like he jumped out of the comic book and it's into a statue form. So it's really, really cool. So we'll kind of get in a little bit closer and I'll show you some of the things I did. But I did repaint the base and I did a video series on that as well. So that should be up on the channel, so you can check that out. But this was now that I see this in person and after the client had this envisioned, I like this statue a lot more now. And I showed it to a couple people too as I was working on it, and they thought it was a pretty cool idea as well. So let's get a little bit closer and we'll show you everything we did. So one of the main things was we changed the eyes. Now the eyes on him, if you look on the original statue, you'll see it. We went more with the McFarlane era type of eyes. So we kind of have that, the little piece that comes out here, a little bit of a curve, and it goes in there. So you can pretty much see how that outfit and works and everything. So when I sanded down all the texture, we added some wrinkles, slight wrinkles here and there. So you could kind of see over here, there's a couple of wrinkles over there. You may see it over here as well. Like over here, we did a couple of wrinkles there. We did a couple of wrinkles underneath the armpit over here as well. Might be kind of hard to see since it's a black outfit. But some of the other places that we did wrinkles was where the knees bend. We'll probably be able to see a little bit better back over here. Yeah, so you can probably see we did some wrinkles over there. You definitely will see some more wrinkles in here as well. So I did some over in here, a little bit over there, and it worked out pretty good. So we didn't want to go crazy wrinkles. We didn't want to make it look like it's like kind of loose on him. We want to keep it tight and everything, but it worked out pretty good because he wanted a flat satin black, and that was it. Didn't want any kind of a blue tint. He didn't want to, try to force any highlights or metallics, and I like it, and I think this comes out really cool. I think this screams like Spider-Man in his black and white outfit after he lost the symbiote. I really, really like this statue a lot now, and I just think it screams like, McFarlane era. So that worked out pretty cool, and it really wasn't that much work per se. It's more or less taking down all that texture. Now when I say the texture, there's like a lot of texture on the outfit where it looks like symbiote, goo is around him a little bit. I guess that's the best I can explain it. So what I did was when I got the statue, what I did is I went in the garage and I just started wet sanding it, and then it was looking pretty messy. And then after that, what I did is I primed it up and then I sanded it down again. And then I primed it up again, and I was using filler primer, and I made sure I got areas that I was missing. And then one last shot, I did a thing of primer, and then I did some fine tuning, and pretty much got all that texture off. So now it feels like a nice, cool spandex outfit, and it worked out pretty good. So as far as the paint, what I did was I painted it up in a black from Model Air. And then I gave it a nice gloss coat from Car Paint, and then I pretty much after that I kind of flattened it down so it gives it like a nice satin look, but it's got a strong paint now, because if I just did that flat black, it would probably rub off over time, but now it's a little bit better. And as far as the white, was just a gloss white. It's just, he just wanted gloss. He really wanted it simple, and I think this works perfect. So something like this, you really don't have to force, like in the white, some shadowing. In the black, you don't have to force any of the blue highlights like they do in the comics. I think it just works perfect for the statue. And I think if he has it on his shelf, like in a best of case or something, it'll work out really cool with the darkness, or if he has lights on it. So that was pretty simple, and I think it really works good. So as for the base on my video series, as you can check out, I pretty much brought out the metal on the, I guess you could call it the beams or whatever. Then this piece here, I brought that out a little bit more as well. In the beginning, at first we tried to keep it like close to the base fire, close to the factory paint. But then afterwards, he wanted to go more toward this like explosion with oil and like gasoline type of explosion. But this is kind of an old school sculpt from a comic book, so we couldn't really do that. So it got to the point where he just says, "Do your thing." So when I pretty much just went in there and I dove into it, I added pearls, I added more fiery looking to it. So now it's got that like, you know, really red hot look explosion. And I think it works out pretty good with the top of him now, because now the eyes come up to the white on the black area. It works out great, because if we kept the white smoky tips here, it would look too, you know, you'd be looking here and you'd be looking there. But now when you kind of come away from it, you know, you got a nice fire bottom, but you got Spider-Man up top. So I think it works out pretty good. And that's pretty much it for the statue. Pretty straightforward. I think the hardest part was probably the eyes. You know, the eyes and taking out the texture. Because with the eyes, we went back and forth because we're trying to capture the comic book look. But when you have the comic book look at one angle, but they draw them a different angle, the eyes don't really transfer to the 3D as well. So there was some back and forth until we finally got it to where we wanted it. But other than that, I think it's that's pretty much it. I mean, a lot of fun, really great statue. And if you're a fan of the Spider-Man statue, but you kind of don't like the symbiote look on him, it's just a matter of taking the statue, sanding it all down, and getting him nice and smooth. You can add wrinkles, or you could just leave it as is and just paint it a nice satin black and white outfit, you know, white on the symbols, the eyes and the hands, and you're done. So there you go. Hopefully you guys like the way it came out. I'm curious if any of you Spider-Man fans kind of like this better than the factory and you know, the original design of Sideshow. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're a fan of just the symbiote outfit, or maybe you would like, you know, the classic Spider-Man, this Spider-Man, and then the Sideshow symbiote version too. So you got kind of like, you know, 3 versions of the statue almost. It's kind of cool. So there you go. That is the Spider-Man in a spandex version. So hopefully you guys like the way it came out. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back with some more videos.